So a few weeks ago, I made a top 5 list on the best supercars in GTA Online. You guys seem to like it, so I'm doing top 5 sports cars. So if you guys like this one, show your support again, and I'll do more and make a community top 5. So let's get straight into it, starting at number 5, the Itali RSX. The Itali RSX is a very underrated sports car, but is actually one of the best. The base price is very expensive at 3,465,000 GTA cash, and it's not the fastest, but all of the cars on this list are so close together, even the How Special Works vehicles, that you can really get any of these and you'll be competitive in any GTA Online race. The in real life version of this car is obviously a Ferrari, specifically the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that car, crazy looking. Go look up, I'll put up a picture right here of what it looks like in real life. This was released with Cayo Perico Heist update, so a few years ago now, and it's still competitive. You could see why this is at number 5. It might even be a solid choice for the top 3, to be honest, because it's just balanced. The other cars on this list have a really good top speed or lap time, but is lacking in the other area. But this one is 5th out of 98 in the sports class for both lap time and top speed. I'm getting all this info from GTAcars.net, a site that tested these cars in-game, and they got a lap time of 1 minute, 0.928, and a top speed of 135.25 miles per hour, which is actually faster than number 4, which is another Itali vehicle. So yeah, this car, very good choice if you do want a low-key vehicle. Like, not much people will recognize this vehicle, but it's the 5th best in both lap time and top speed, so very competitive. And remember, every car on this list is only basically a fraction away from each other, so even though this is at number 5, it doesn't mean it's not good. This is a very solid choice. Personally, I'll skip on this one because that price tag is expensive compared to these other ones, but it is a sleeper vehicle. So yeah, the next vehicle is another Itali vehicle. At number 4, the Itali GTO. The Itali GTO is basically a How Special Works vehicle without the upgrades. It's so fast, even still competing with some How Special Works upgraded vehicles. The looks of this car is just amazing. It's based off the Ferrari 812 Superfast, and is, in my opinion, one of the best looking vehicles in the whole game. You can buy this on the Legendary Motorsport website for $1,965,000, which is fairly good. I mean, only $2 million for one of the fastest sports cars in the game. It's a really good deal. So what are you getting for $2 million? The top speed of the Itali GTO is 127.75 miles per hour, which is 10th out of 98 sports car class, but the lap time is 1st in the sports car class at 59 seconds, 0.727. But the top speed brings it down to 4th. And it's very overpowered in the lap, but the top speed is just not that good. But in most cases for the city streets, this car will be one of the best to use, but it does go down 4th just because of the top speed, which is 20 miles per hour under number 1. The Itali GTO is very bumpy on the city streets, and even for me, it takes a little while to learn how to drive it, even just after not using it for like 2 weeks. So maybe hold off for the next vehicle that's a more sturdy boy, because this vehicle could be tied with number 3, to be honest. But if you do already have the Itali GTO and you just never use it, try to get good with this car because it is one of the best in the game for the sports class. Number 1 in the lap time, a little bit slower on top speed, but if you can manage the driving style of this vehicle, you could get it to work and be very competitive, even against How Special Works vehicles. So at number 3, this is going to be the same as last time. Number 3 is going to be the best without How Special Works vehicles, and we have the 2 top ones, which are How Special Works vehicles. So number 3, of course, is the Pariah. So it's no surprise the Pariah is on this list because it's been so dominant for 5 years now. I predicted before the next gen upgrade that this car would still be on top, and I was kind of right about it, at least about it being on top outside of the How Special Works upgraded vehicles, because this car comes 3rd in lap time just behind the other 2 How Special Works vehicles. The lap time for the Pariah is 1 minute, 0.828, which is slower than the Itali GTO, but you'll see with the top three, the top speed is so much faster, which is why the Itali GTO isn't at number 1. The top speed for the Pariah is 136 miles per hour, which is 4th out of 98 in the whole class. You're not counting the Future Shock ZR380, this would be 3rd. So, for the price of $1,420,000, you're getting pretty much the best sports car without How Special Works upgrades at one of the cheapest prices too. If you're just coming into GT Online and you need a fast sports car for races or just want the fastest sports car that you could get for under $1.5 million, this is the car to get because it's easily available and cheap. It never goes on sale because it's such a low price already, so definitely worth the price. In real life, this car is based on the Ferrari 812 Superfast, another car based on this, which is kind of funny because Itali is supposed to be Ferrari in GTA, but the Pariah is made by Ocelot, so you kind of have a Ferrari that's not a Ferrari in the game, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, the looks legendary. I mean, the upgrades doesn't have much upgrades, but who needs upgrades when your car looks like this? So moving to a classic vehicle in the GTA universe, I'm so happy they updated this car. It's the How Special Works Banshee. Here is where it gets crazy. The HSW Banshee has the second best top speed in the sports class with a top speed of 157 miles per hour and a lap time of 1 minute 0.993. This is also one of the cheapest cars for the base price. You can get this Banshee for $100,000 on the Legendary Motorsport website, but then you have to upgrade it, of course, so the conversion will cost $1.8 million, but it's still one of the cheapest vehicles on this list. And for that price, it's the second best car in the whole game. The top speed is just crazy on this car, but it does lose some lap time because the handling and brakes, the brakes are just not the best on this car, and the turning isn't either. That's mostly just because of the top speed being so fast. It makes it so hard to control because the top speed is so fast. But I really do think that if this car just had a little bit less of the top speed, that it would actually be first on this list because it would be easier to control into the corners and brakes. But while it is 6 out of 98 for the sports cars, it's only by half a second still, so really this car is still competitive in the tracks, but you will have to learn how to control and handle this vehicle if you want to get the most out of it. The Banshee is a classic car in the GTA series. It has been in every single GTA game, and I'm happy that they updated it and make it competitive again. The car is based off of the 2000s Dodge Viper around that area, and it's really an iconic looking vehicle that actually sold a real life version of the Banshee. It was a branded Banshee in real life, so that's kind of cool. Not only in real life, but also in GTA, it's just a classic car, since it's been in every single one since launch. And the customization is still pretty basic, but the How Special Works upgrades does add a little more upgrades to it, but for the price, this is a good choice, but it's not at number 1. The number 1 sports car in GTA Online, perfect for all scenarios, is the S95. The Carrot S95 is a new car in the GTA series, added with the expanded and enhanced version of the game, and along with that is the HSW version. You actually get this car for free if you're a returning player on next gen, but if not, then the base cost is $1,995,000 and the HSW upgrades are additional $525,000. This car has the best top speed of being first out of the 98 sports cars in the game, with a top speed of 155.5 miles per hour, almost 2 miles per hour faster than the Banshee, and that's a lot when it comes to GTA Online top speed, because 2 miles per hour makes a huge difference. And 20 miles per hour faster than the Pariah. But the lap time is where the big jump happens. We go from a 2-minute lap time all the way up or down to a 59-second, 0.925 second lap time, which is a whole second faster than the Banshee. And again, 1 second, but if you put that over a few laps, that's going to be 5 seconds faster, 10 seconds faster. So that is a huge difference. This car is what every How Special Works car should be. It has a crazy top speed, but also the handling matches perfectly with the speed, unlike the Banshee, where it's kind of uneven. This car just matches it perfectly. It feels so good to drive around. It honestly feels like you're modding the game with how fast this car goes. It's crazy and so fun to drive. Customization is also good too. It has a few actually good looking customization options. I'll give Rockstar credit for that. And even at $2.4 million, it's pretty cheap to get for what you're getting. You can buy the Itali RSX for almost $4 million, or get this for half the price and have one of the fastest vehicles in the whole game, and the fastest in the sports car class. This car is based off of the Toyota GT86 and is to me one of the best looking vehicles in the game. Unless you mess it up with all the upgrades, but stock, this thing is just beautiful and deserves all the love it gets, and deserves to be the best sports car in GTA Online. And I predict this will continue to be the fastest sports car in GTA Online, or maybe 2 more updates until the final update of GTA Online, where they just add some crazy top speed vehicles. So yeah, come back to this video later. I will be updating this, of course, if any new cars come out. But for now, that's the top 5 list. If you want to let me know what your top 5 are, I could make a community top 5 for sports cars in GTA Online. So I will be watching out for your comments and adding some of them in that next video. But this was my top 5 sports cars in GTA Online. If you got this far into the video, you already know you like it because you watched this far. So leave a like for the algorithm, and I'll see you guys in whatever video I make next.